Are you for real? Really, Dad? For this whole entire video. You're gonna eat a banana. You're ridiculous. Lou balls.
What's going on, guys? Lou Balls. So continuing on with the last video with Sunny, like I said, I got her from Repticon, and this one's no different. Actually, the next few videos are ball pythons that I got from that same Repticon, the same weekend. This was literally the same day. Like I said, I was going in, I was looking for specific breeds, specific morphs, and I knew exactly what I wanted. And then I might maybe get something extra, right? So I went in and I found Sunny, and I looked around a little bit, and it just happens to be like the booth right next to it had exactly what I was looking for. This freaking beautiful animal. This is the reason why I fell in love with ball pythons all over again. Like I said, when I first, as a kid, I had garter snakes and lizards and all kinds of little things for myself that I didn't know how to keep. I only saw normal ball pythons. I originally wanted a red-tailed boa, but I quickly grew out of that, realizing how big they were and just circumstances and my living situations and all this other stuff. But I always loved ball pythons no matter what. And when I went to my friend's house and saw she had a whole bunch of ball pythons, I saw the different kind of stuff that they could do, and I was like, oh my god, it's so freaking cool. I started looking into them myself because I didn't realize it was more than just normals. Most of the stuff that I saw was normal. And then I started actually doing research and going into it because I wanted to actually know more. It was helping her with her snakes, and I just wanted some for myself. So I found the coolest freaking looking snake ever. It's so cool. Greatest colors, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will agree with me. These have got to be the coolest freaking morphs ever. Everything that gets mashed together with this is ridiculous looking. I don't know, it made me fall in love. I instantly knew that's what I wanted. And later on, planning and thinking about breeding, I actually want to work more with it. I've seen what comes out of it, and if you're not working, if you're a breeder and you're not working with what you love, you're doing it wrong. So with that being said, let's see what we have. Now this is the absolute coolest thing ever, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys out there already know what it is, but this is Dipper. This is the reason, or this is why I fell in love with ball pythons in the first place. Freaking colors. Now I have some natural lighting and it looks like it's shining him out a little bit, but as you can see, he was born at the end of May. So that's, let's say June, July, August, September, October, November. He's 5 months, alright? This little boy is a little bit over 300 grams. He is currently at 369 grams, but I have to weigh him again today because it's feeding day for him. But yeah, he's growing wonderfully. Look at that. Is that freaking amazing? He's curious since I first got him. Now, anybody that knows me knows I love freckles. And his light freckling, or paradox spots, or whatever you want to call it, is the coolest. And look, he even has a freaking heart on his butt. That's hilarious. But when I got him, he only had that, and that was a series. That was 3 freckles put together, and they kind of blending together. And I'm starting to see more and more paradoxing on him. But like I said, this is Dipper for those that don't know, or just for the sake of saying it in my video. This is a banana ball python, or coral glow, depends on who you talk to. It was sold to me as a banana ball python, so it's a banana ball python. But personally, from what I'm seeing, it's the same gene. They do the same thing. From what I heard, I think coral glows get less freckling or paradox spots. But they're the same gene. They do the same thing with other morphs, and they look pretty much exactly the same. This yellow with the little purplish, and I mean, there's orange in here that kind of looks pinkish. He has something right in his midsection, this little spot right here, that I think is freaking amazing. And the other side, it's kind of similar, but everything on this guy I just find fascinating. I think they're amazing. So beautiful. I mean, there's so much coloring in him. There's pink, there's orange, there's yellow, that purplish hue in between. He's got some orange highlights, like outlining on the alien heads and on the dorsal striping. You see it there? Almost looked like it was outlined or traced. It's freaking the coolest thing I've ever seen. As soon as I saw one on Morph Market, or I just looked online for pictures when I first saw it, and I instantly wanted one. At first I was thinking, I want something with multiple morphs. So I was thinking like an Enchi. I know, buddy, it's me. I was thinking an Enchi banana or a chocolate banana. I think they all look really, really nice. But like I said, I wanted to start base morph. So I wanted to get my understanding of gene knowledge and how they work together down first. So I wanted a single gene banana. Because of my plans with the het pied, I was thinking a banana het pied, but like I said, I'm not in a rush to get my projects going right now. It's for me. I need the experience. He was the first hatchling ball python that I got, and he was the second ball python I bought for myself. Like I said, literally right next to Steve Morph's, probably, if not the next table, the table right after. There's a place called, this table labeled Marty's Morphs, and they were really, really nice. I haggled with them. I got them to take a couple bucks off so they can match the price that I was going to get from the Craigslist find that I was looking for, and it worked out perfectly. I wasn't willing to bring it down lower than that. It's a beautiful animal. They produced really nice things, and I wasn't giving them what they asked for. Minus $5, honestly, that's all it was. But for me, it felt like a victory. I got my het pied girl and I got my banana male, but I still had 2 days for Repticon. I still had one more day on the ticket, so I was just going to enjoy myself. I walked around, I had fun, and saw some beautiful animals, so it gave me some time to look around and see what other options I had with the plans that I was making, and just to see basically what I wanted and what else was out there. But this guy is inquisitive, gorgeous, my son was afraid of snakes. Yeshua, you've seen him in the intros, you've seen him do some of my Lou Balls drops, but he absolutely loves this guy.
Dipper. He is a banana, and he is my favorite. I just love the pattern and how he gets older, he gets the paradox spots. Just like colors of pink, yellow, orange, and like the outline of the yellow, there's an orange. It's beautiful. And then his neck, like, you know, his neck, beautiful to have a stripe.
And this is the first ball python he's held on his own. He helps me clean, he helps me feed. And like I said, with all other ball pythons, he's kind of been scared. He's not sure whether he's going to get bit or not. So he kind of leaves it alone. But he saw this guy, and he has no problem. He picks him up, he goes and cleans out his tub, he handles him when it's time to feed, he handles him when it's time to clean up. I mean, he just helps me out all generally. But he loves this guy. So he made me let him name him. So I was like, you know, he's your favorite. What should we call him? And so he said Dipper. Dipper was one of the names actually that he wanted to name. There was a few other things, like he wanted to say something crazy like banani or some weird thing. But Dipper is one of the characters from Gravity Falls. For those that don't know, Gravity Falls is an awesome cartoon. It's a lot of storyline, even though it's a kid's show. But he named him Dipper after one of the characters, actually the main character from that show. And I thought it was kind of cool. So more than likely, any of Dipper's babies are going to be related to that show, or somewhere in between, whoever he's matched up with. But that's just future planning. He's probably going to be hitting 400 grams by the end of the month. And a few other feedings. He feeds great. At first he was feeding only live, but it was really quick transition to frozen thaw. And ASFs have him holding his color really well, but I did jump him to rats just because I want him to get nice and plump and strong, especially for when he gets ready to breed, which won't be till next year. I don't have anything for him anyway, but next year, once everybody's ready to go, I'm going to be plugging him into at least 3 of my girls. So we'll see what happens from them. But like I said, this is the reason I fell in love with ball pythons. My absolute favorite morph to work with. Now I have another project that is a personal favorite, just for fun, just to see what it's like. But that's just like a super side project, but it's a fun project for me at least, because we haven't seen a lot of them. But anyway, this is my absolute favorite morph. I will forever have something to do for it. But yeah, I love this. Anything you plug in with them, really cool. Autumn, he might actually get plugged into Autumn, just so I could see Coral Glow Banana with Spider, which is a beautiful snake, Fire, Pastel. Like, it's all gonna have something amazing, and I can't wait. I think it looks amazing. So yeah, this is my Dipper. This is my second purchase. And look at him, he's holding his color wonderfully. I know most of them, from what I've heard and from what I've seen, when they get older, they lose a lot of their color, which makes me sad. But even then, they look amazing. Say hello, Dipper. Oh yeah, he's a good boy. He's great being handled. His markings are amazing. There's orange fire. I mean, it looks like there's little fires going on. Like, seriously, I think it's the coolest freaking thing in the world. And like I said, no matter what I'm plugging him into, it's gonna look amazing. But there are some things that I don't want to see because it washes out the banana completely, which kind of negates having a banana because it doesn't matter. Alright, so that concludes my story for Dipper, my beautiful banana boy. His favorite.
If you guys want to keep up with my dad's channel, make sure to subscribe and turn that notification on. And turn that like button on. Make it blue. And yes.
Holla.
Daddy! Daddy! What? Why'd you put a banana peel on the floor? Oh, Daddy! Ah!